Hello, my name is Diane Duffy. Welcome to this edition of the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide. Today we'll begin by taking a natural approach to fishing, followed by some river relaxation, and finally we'll take a back-to-basics look at cooking. So stay with us, we'll be right back after these messages.
If you're looking for a portable, economical boat to fish those hard-to-reach places, then check out the Bass Baby. Molded from impact-resistant polyethylene and conveniently designed to fit into a full-size pickup truck, the Bass Baby is one of the easiest boats to maneuver in and out of the water. To find out more about the Bass Baby, visit the Carry Company at 3003 Wildwood Sample Road in Allison Park, or call 412-486-3388, or check out our website at www.carrydocs.com. At Tony Romano's Affordable Karate and Weight Training Center, you can learn to be your best. Offering children and adult classes, group or private lessons from former heavyweight champion, 5th degree black belt master Tony Romano. Plus a complete weight training facility located at 1080 3rd Street in North Versailles, just off US Route 30. Call 412-829-1609 for our introductory special.
Oi! Learn to be your best.
You're a duck hunter, and duck hunters know you have to go to the ducks. An express boat can get you there, whether it's down the river, across the lake, or through the timber. With its durable, all-welded aluminum hull and plenty of room for your decoys, guns, and other gear, you can depend on your express boat to take you to the ducks.
If excitement is what floats your boat, then check out the 2001 Lund models at Bob Warren Boat Sales. You'll make a splash with your friends and family with a new Lund boat from Bob Warren Boat Sales. We service most major boats, motors, and trailers. For boat show pricing on Lunds year-round, come to Bob Warren Boat Sales, Route 38 Butler. Call 724-285-5503. Simply the best.
When most of us are preparing a fishing trip, we make a stop at the local bait and tackle shop to refresh our bait supply. Well, today's how-to segment shows us how to collect our own bait. Not only will you save money, but the minnows you catch are a more natural prey, which could mean more fish on the end of your line.
We're going to show a couple of different ways to catch minnows. Usually the simple ways, the easy ways to do it. Minnows are so darn expensive that if you like to catch your own, use it for natural bait. This is the way we're going to show you how to do it. Freddie and I will be seining and netting and dip netting and a couple of different ways to do it. All right, Freddie, you ready?
Okay.
All right, the first method we're going to be using is a seine. Freddie has a seine.
We're going to use a seine.
You can do it a couple of different ways. You can have them stationary and chase the minnows into it, or you can go after them.
Okay.
What you got to be careful of is the legal seine is 4 feet across and 36 inches high.
Now the idea to use a seine is to work the bottom and get the bottom as muddy as you can, and it stirs up the bottom. And these fish are like any other creature. They'll try to hide in bushes and places like that. Now there's a nice size one. Couple in there, Pete.
Yeah, it sure
2 or
is.
3 in there. Another thing you got to watch when you're seining like this is make sure what you have. You want to make sure that you don't have any game fish.
There's a baby bluegill.
Or trout.
There's a little sucker that just jumped out of my hand. And what is this thing, Freddie? A little shad?
Yep. That's a little shad.
And that's a shad. So you got.
And they're high in protein, and the fish like to eat them. Now we come down along this little feeder creek here. We found a bush here, and the minnows were running in front of us. And not all of them, but some of them will go underneath this bush. Now while we're standing here talking, a lot of them are going to be moving. But we stirred the bottom of the creek up to muddy it up. And now we got to get in there and dig them out. And they'll dig out just like...
Sometimes you catch them, sometimes you don't. Oh,
yep.
There's a good size one.
Yeah, nice size one.
Well, It was a nice sized one.
Oh, come on, Pete, you can't keep losing them.
Yes, I could.
The main reason why you go out and seine your own minnows is they're conditioned to the water that you're going to fish in. You'll find that they're hardier. The fish are more likely to feed on them. And it's just a lot of fun to get out here and do this. It's a lot of work, but you feel like you're accomplishing something when you catch minnows this way.
And it's cheaper.
Well, it's a lot cheaper. But the thing is, when you buy minnows in the store, they're pumped up with oxygen, and they're put into water that is alien to the water you're going to be fishing in. Now, when we take these minnows and put them in the water where we're going to fish, they're already conditioned to that water. They'll be as hardy as they are here when they're free and loose. And the big thing is, you can catch an awful lot of them real quick. You can go for a good while and not get any, and then all of a sudden, bang, you have a whole net full.
Got a whole bunch that time.
Kind of look like yellowtails they use in the ocean.
I don't know. This is the first time I really seen them in a stream this size.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
They're shad. Stripers love them.
I think anything.
Yeah, but stripers especially.
Yeah.
Oh, they just like to get a school of them and just work them over.
All right, let's try. This seemed this hole was pretty good right here.
Got quite a few in there now. You are allowed 50 combined.
What happens if you have more than one bucket? Can you put 50 in each bucket?
Each man can have his own bucket, and each man's allowed 50 of his own. I'd like to show you another way of catching minnows, and this is called an umbrella net. It's a very useful item out of a boat or along the edge of the river. Most of the fellows tie a rope on here, throw it out, and throw little bread balls in it. When the minnows come in to feed on the bread balls, they pull the rope as fast as they can and as hard as they can. It more or less closes up like an umbrella. You can catch a lot of minnows that way. River minnows are a lot smaller than creek minnows, so this is what you really should use in the river. Now, we used a pole on it, and as you can see, it has its advantages too. You hold it out into the water like this. When you see the minnows in there, you raise it. And as soon as you raise it, it more or less gets like an umbrella. It forms a little net or a little pocket that they can fit into. And then you pick them out of there and you start all over again. A lot of fellows, while they're fishing along the river, Pete, they leave one of these in the water all the time.
Yeah, you know, all of these are very inexpensive. They're not.
Oh yeah, they're
just a couple of bucks for each. Now
yeah.
the paraphernalia you put around them might cost a little bit, but the nets like so, this and the seine, all I did was buy a 4-foot seine and put 2 broomsticks on it.
Yeah, they're around $5 or something. They're not
very expensive. Use them 2 or 3 times and they surely pay for themselves after 2 or 3 times of minnows.
I've had one of these and used it like 3-4 years.
Oh yeah,
it pays for itself 100 times fold. Now this is a minnow trap, and it's very easy to use. All you have to do is open it. It's like a safety pin affair, and you want it tight so that it can open. It sits in the water like this, has a very small hole here, and once the minnows are in there, they can't find their way back out again. What you can do is you can catch a variety of things in this. When I fish up on the Allegheny, a lot of times I catch sandpike in here. And what you do is you put minnows on, or small pieces of worm on the inside of the trap. And the sandpike will go in for the worms, but they won't go in for bread. Sandpike are probably one of the best bass baits that the Lord's given us.
Also crayfish go in there.
Crayfish, you can catch all the crayfish you want. All you have to do is put this on the bottom. If you want to catch just minnows and nothing but minnows, what you do is tie a gallon jug on here, a milk jug or anything, and it'll float that right up off the bottom like that. Now, something that you should know, a minnow trap, just like a bucket, if you leave it in a stream unattended, you must have your name tag on there. Your name, your fishing license number, and your home address, and your phone number have to be on the trap at all times when it's unattended. If you're attending it, you don't need that. Same with a minnow bucket. If you catch a bunch of minnows and you want to keep them overnight and you put a minnow bucket in a creek somewhere, it has to have your name on it.
A lot of times if you leave them overnight, you come back the next morning, they're gone.
Oh, yeah.
Name or no name, they're gone.
Yeah.
Well, Pete and Fred showed us that seining for minnows is easy and can even be a lot of fun. When we come back, we'll take you fishing on a local river.
If you're looking for a fishing boat, look no farther. From tournament bass boats to fish and ski boats, we've got them, all powered by Mercury Outboards. Boat Fish Fun Shop, located in Mount Pleasant, specializes in Triton, Ranger, Stroker, and Monarch boats, powered by Mercury and driven by you. Boat Fish Fun Shop is a full-service Mercury dealer with computer hookup to Mercury Parts Department for all Mercury, Mariner, and Mercruiser engines. Our factory-certified technicians offer complete service. Stop in to see us in Mount Pleasant or call 724-547-9499. Are you tired of telling creative stories about the one that got away? Introducing the Quick Catch Rod Holder, the best improvement for fishing since the fork stick. Quick Catch keeps your expensive rods and reels out of the dirt. With zinc-coated ground pins and rubber-coated rod holder, the Quick Catch Rod Holder is available in 14-inch and 27-inch sizes. To order, send check or money order to P.A. Petrosky Company, 420 Forest Hill Road, Industry, PA, 15052. Dealer inquiries welcome. Call the number on your screen for more information.
Enjoy your time on the water. Whether you're boating, riding your personal watercraft, swimming, fishing, or just relaxing in the sun, an Easy Dock floating dock will enhance your time on the water. The Easy Dock system has it all: rugged, adaptable, reliable, and safe. Constructed with heavy-duty polyethylene, the docks have excellent load capacity with virtually unlimited layout flexibility. Docks, PWC lifts, boat lifts, plus a variety of anchoring systems and accessories make Easy Dock the selection for your dock. For private, commercial, and public use, the Easy Dock system is a simple, low-maintenance, versatile design that provides years of convenient, durable use. The EasyPort Personal Watercraft Lift is a simple drive-on, push-off. EasyPort moves with changing water levels and helps protect the craft from damage caused by wind or wave action. Even beginning PWC operators will find boarding and launching a breeze.
Today's fishing segment takes us to the back channel of Neville Island on the Ohio River. Fred's guest, Dave Zerby, would like to demonstrate for us some summertime fishing techniques.
Hi, I'm Fred Wpog. Today we'll be on the water with Dave Zerby.
Right.
Okay, Dave, we're here in the backwater at Ohio, on the Ohio. What will we be fishing for primarily?
Primarily, we'd be fishing for smallmouth bass, maybe a few spots. Try to, see if we can't locate them and get a little pattern working. See if we can't get us a bunch.
Well, I'll tell you, we sure got a nice day for it.
Yes, it is. It's a gorgeous day.
Cold front went through yesterday, and we're hoping that this high sky today will produce a little fish.
We should do pretty good. They got some good deep drops here. There's some 18, 20-foot drops.
Oh, that's
and,
good water.
There's some good riprap to fish, a couple boat docks.
And I don't think cold fronts affect the river quite as much as they do the lakes.
I don't believe they do, for the simple fact that fish always have moving water.
Yeah.
They got to eat, and when they're hungry, they're going to hit.
Okay, Dave, I see you got one there.
Yeah, I got me a little guy here, Fred.
Well, that's a good start for a good day, maybe. How's that?
Well, hopefully.
What did he hit, Dave?
He hit one of those Bobby Garland Gitsits.
Oh, yeah, the gets it, yeah. Good jig.
Yeah, it works real well down here on the rivers. Use a little 1/16 ounce head. You can pretty much hop it in and out of that riprap just like a little minnow.
Yeah, and that way the fall is a lot slower.
Right, and it gives you that good little twist on it when it drops. It spirals down.
Yeah, that's real good.
So it imitates a minnow or a crayfish real well.
Crabs, I think they're crazy for crayfish. Smallmouth always seem to...
Always hitting on those
Always.
crayfish.
Matter of fact, I think that's even more of their staple in the river than minnows are.
Well, different times of the years, like right now, there's a lot of new fry in the river that's just too small.
Yeah, yeah.
And the crayfish have come out and they've molted or
yeah,
spawned.
they're just that right now to lay their eggs, yeah.
Right. So if you can match that hatch pretty good, you should do pretty good on the rivers.
Yeah.
Rip Rap's this chunk rock you see here along the bank. It's put there for soil erosion, and a lot of it falls down into the water, goes down maybe 10, 12 foot. Gives a good place for the fish to lay up behind, get out of the current. Good place for the crayfish and minnows to lay in and relax. Yeah, for that flood control on rivers, you got to have something to keep the hillsides.
Yeah, you sure do. Yeah.
And since Pittsburgh's so notorious for getting that high flood water, there's a lot of activity on the river.
A lot of nice structure on this river, though, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. There's a lot of different little points and a lot of good drop-offs. A lot of the structure was put in here probably by the Corps of Engineers, like this riprap.
Yeah, I imagine.
And some of it's just from the demolition that they've done from taking bridges down and old locks and dams.
Yeah, it was probably because it was a good place to dump this refuge.
Yeah.
It's doing a dual purpose.
Right. Back there before they started worrying about pollution and everything, the environment, they pretty much dumped everything in the rivers.
Yeah.
Now that the mills have shut down up here, the fishing has increased 1,000-fold.
Well, Dave, we had a terrific day out here.
We had a good time fishing.
I'll tell you, we caught some nice fish. Everything's back in there again, so we didn't hurt nothing and had a great time.
That's good. Hope you can come down and do it again.
Well, we're sure looking forward to it.
Well, once again, Fred shared with us another great day on the water. Next up, the Outdoor Gourmet pays us a visit.
Introducing Pete Maltese's Headbreaker Fishing System. The Headbreaker is a patented jig head that offers versatility in jigging or trolling thanks to its two breakaway lower sections. The Headbreaker's design acts as a rudder to stabilize the presentation and brings out the best action of the plastic tail. Each kit contains 10 minis, 5 originals, and 2 huskies. Send check or money order to Pete Maltese and start catching more fish.
In business, image is important. First impressions do make a difference. If your business has a cleaning problem, look to the professionals at Ingram's Cleaning Service. Since 1979, Ingram's Cleaning Service offers customized, consistent quality cleaning services for all types of businesses. Our business is to maintain the image of your business. We offer periodical cleaning schedules, professional workers and supervisors, and of course, follow-up inspections. In business, customer service is important. Ingram's Cleaning Service can be a silent partner in maintaining your image as a high-quality company. For more information, call area code 412-751-7469.
We make it our business to help our customers maintain a positive, professional image. If you have a cleaning problem, we are the solution.
The Turtle Tube Sea Anchor is the only self-collapsing, self-contained sea anchor that is guaranteed not to dry rot or mildew, even when stored wet. All safety-conscious boaters know the benefits of a sea anchor. Check out the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor today. For more information, write to the Turtle Tube Sea Anchor Company at P.O. Box 125, Turtle Creek, Pennsylvania 15145, or call 412-734-1758.
Here's the deal. Commercial advertisements are supposed to sell you something. The more annoying the ad, the more likely you are to watch it. Highly stylized commercials using an obscure character just wandering around, spouting off the incredible value of their product, generally making you nauseous. Bottom line, why pay big bucks to a big name to memorize a bunch of lines when you can cut the budget by using one camera, a cheap actor, and a pair of scissors?
This next segment is one of my favorites. Gourmet chef Philip Hawhey would like to demonstrate for us some outdoor cooking techniques over an open fire.
Today what we're going to be doing is cooking some salmon and venison kebabs that have been marinated. We're going to be doing some marinated salmon steaks, and we're going to be doing marinated venison tenderloin. Using your favorite Italian dressing, it's best to marinate your salmon and venison overnight. The following morning, packaged very tightly with saran wrap and foil, take it to campsite, get yourself a well-established bed of coals and a fire, building it very quickly from the beginning, letting it cook down and have a lot of hot coals underneath. Keep yourself some small kindling next to the fire to adjust the temperature of the fire, the cooking fire. So what we're going to do is set up a cooking station, putting the rack on with the foil at the last moment because the foil can catch on fire very quickly. We're going to start out with our venison and salmon kebabs. We'll lay them on the foil centered on above the flame. This will take 15 to 20 minutes to cook over the fire. It'll be well worth the wait though, because these kebabs are simply delicious over an open fire. And we were fortunate enough to find some cherry wood, which will help add to the flavor of the dish. Keeping the kindling off to the side, add a piece now and then to adjust the temperature of the flame. This will help you for even cooking throughout the process. The venison kebabs are probably going to take the longest to cook. So we'll give these a head start and we'll add the venison and the salmon as we go. Marinating it in the Italian dressing not only tenderizes the meat, but it also disguises the sometimes wild flavor of the venison. It actually enhances the flavor, and cooking it over a flame is just the best way to do venison. I think the thing that I love the most about cooking outdoors is using fresh, wholesome ingredients. What I have on these kebabs today is mushrooms and green peppers and onions. Sometimes I put tomatoes on, sometimes I don't. The best time is when tomatoes are in season. That's whenever you get the full hearty flavor. It's the philosophy that I've always had, is using good, wholesome, natural ingredients in cooking. And that's the whole concept behind the restaurant that I own, the White Oak Express in White Oak, PA. Using natural, good, delicious, healthy, wholesome food. It's hard to go wrong with the recipe. How couldn't it taste delicious? This venison, which has been accused many times of being having a strong outdoorsy flavor to it, with it marinated like this and your favorite Italian dressing overnight. I rubbed garlic on this. I rubbed some lemon on it. There's no way that we can go wrong on this. Just no way. I'm going to add these kebabs are pretty well along the way now. I'm going to start adding the salmon and the venison that I have here off to the side. You can see the garlic that I have smeared on it and basting in the Italian dressing. Throughout the cooking process, I'm going to be pouring some of this Italian dressing over it to enhance the flavor and help cook even more into the meat and fish. I'm going to put the venison on the outer edge with the salmon towards the middle because they cook at different rates. And you could eat this venison tenderloin, medium rare, medium. You could eat it well if you like your tenderloin well. But we're going to be eating in no time. This is a real nice cooking fire. I have a lot of coals. As I mentioned, I have the tenderloin here on, the cherry wood here on hand. And later in the cooking process, I'm going to pierce the foil and allow the Italian dressing to drip onto the fire, which will cause a lot of smoke, which will give you that outdoorsy, smoky flavor, and it's just outstanding. This is my true love in cooking, outdoor cooking. This is something I've done since I was a child. And with the training I've had as a chef, I've been able to incorporate some of the gourmet techniques and adapt it to cooking outside. So I think that anybody with a little creative imagination can just make an outstanding gourmet meal outdoors. I'm going to go ahead and do some basting on this. And as I said, this is going to flame up a little bit once it hits the fire. But as long as you understand that and you're prepared for it, it's not going to be any problem at all. You notice I try to keep the entire cooking surface covered because this aluminum foil will catch on fire and it can stick to the food, it could burn to the food, and you don't want that. You want to try to keep a nice liquid medium covering the surface. You want to try to keep the entire surface covered as much as possible to protect the foil. And it is essential to have the foil. I found in experience cooking over fires that aluminum foil on a trip is just indispensable. Without it, you're going to have some troubles. As you can see, the vegetables and everything are fully cooked on the kebabs now. I've moved the fillets to the center to finish them up the last little bit. The salmon is just about done. This is just going to be an incredibly delicious meal. You can see by following the simple recipe and instructions I've given you that you can cook meals that would impress your family and friends beyond belief. I hope to see you on the next segment of Outdoor Gourmet. Thank you very much for joining us.
Well, that's our show for today. We hope that you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about today's show or you have suggestions for future segments, please write to us at the address on your screen.
The last experience I had with it, there's no way, just a small kebab, any little one, even half of it would be fine.
All right, here we go. Oh, that one's not quite.
Keep that way back there, Dad. Well, I'll go happy with Freddie on that one.
I went whatever's done the most.
You want to pull it off? Yeah, let's do it that way.
You're still Mike, Phil, in case you want to say anything.
Oh, what is that? This is some really good looking salmon and tenderloin.
That's the only thing I missed.
I have yours. Here, I got some ready here for you. Let's give you a little bit of salmon here.
On behalf of the entire staff that worked to bring you this program, I'm Diane Duffy. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next week on the Western Pennsylvania Outdoor Guide.